y'all. So today's video is going to be a review, and that is on this Morphe 18 brush Sable set. I got this because my friend is a hairstylist and she went to a hair show and was like, hey, because I always tell her like, oh, I want to try shit from Morphe because they were at her hair show last year, and she was like actually the one who brought it up to me that she had bought in a brush set and she loved it and whatevs. So she was at the hair show this year and she was like, hey, that Morphe booth is here. Do you want me to get you a brush set? So I was like, hell yeah, get me a brush set. And I was like at work when she was texting me and she's like, well, they have the Sable one and the vegan one. Which one do you want? I was like, I don't know. Give me the Sable one, I guess. I don't know. I didn't like go online and look at what they were, what was included, nothing like that. But I was like, hell yeah, give me that shit. I'll check it out. I will check those out and see what's up. So I got the 18-piece Sable set. Spoiler alert, I'm not really digging it. So in the set, you get 18 brushes. You also get this brush roll. This set is available for $34.99 online. That's also the price that I got it for at the hair show. Usually they're discounted, but Morphe is cheap as hell, so I don't know how they would even be able to make money discounting it. But note that this is a set. It is not the individual brushes. Normally with companies like Worldwide and shit, I don't know, like with companies all over, when you buy a set, sets are usually like mass produced and they're kind of just like chucked out there, whereas individual brushes, they kind of take more time in producing them because they can charge more for them. So just keep that in mind, okay? So I have seen a lot of people review or say or comment about Morphe brushes being like bomb digs, bomb skis, whatever. I've seen Kathleen Lights talk about them. I've seen Jaclyn Hill talk about them. I've seen Crispy, Desi. There's a lot of girls on YouTube that talk about them. When I first heard Morphe, the first place I've ever heard Morphe was that girl Shay XO. She either a year or two ago was always doing looks with Morphe shadows. She was always getting them, blah blah blah, and then it kind of faded away. And then I would hear like Crispy or Desi or sometimes even Sam from Battle Ash. Like I would hear those girls like really sporadically like use a Morphe brush here and there or a Morphe shadow, but they never really talked about like the quality of them or anything like that. I did hear, I think it was Sam maybe say that she liked the brushes, but they were very hit and miss. So let's just get into the set, shall we? We shall. So this set, like I said, you get 18 brushes. The brushes, I'm not really, let me fold this shit so it's not all over the damn place. I'm not really like crazy about them. So you get in the set, you get a big ass fan brush, which who is going to put highlighter on with that? I don't know. I tried contouring with it, but it's still too big. But I do like it for like blending, you know, like once I got my contour and my highlight and my blush and that, I'll just take this over it. And then you get like a powder brush. This I absolutely love. I love it for bronzing my face. I'll use it to put blush on sometimes. I will use it for like matte contour. Sometimes if I want just a really diffused contour, not like a super sharp one. So if you can see, these two brushes look completely different from, and I left this on here because they come with these little sleeves, but only this brush, this brush, this brush, and this brush come with the sleeves. So if you can see the difference, like between this brush, these two brushes, BT Dubs, are like super hella soft. This brush has shed maybe one or two hairs, same with this brush. This brush here has like, there is a freaking horde of like raccoons living in here or something. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, this sheds like crazy. This one sheds like hell, And then you also get like a paddle brush foundation, which, let's be honest, who the hell uses these? Nobody. That's who. But this one honestly like feels even better than like these two do. These two brushes here are complete crap. Like they just, I don't like them. They're semi-soft. The softness of them reminds me a lot of like the e.l.f. brushes. But e.l.f. brushes don't shed. These do. So then you have like a brush like this, which I do like this brush. Basically, what it all boils down to is I pretty much only like 3 to 4 brushes out of this whole 18-piece set. 18 pieces, girl. 18. And I like 3. So I do like this brush. This one really reminds me of like my Makeup Geek Soft Dome brush. What I don't like about the brushes is they're not weighted at all. Like they're so light and flimsy, and like they seriously, when you hold them in your hand, like they feel like, I don't know, they just feel really cheap. They feel like dollar store brushes. Like the wood in them is not very heavy. If you can hear, it's like, it's really, not that you're going to be able to hear shit by me doing that. But if you can tell, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but they're just, I don't know, they're super, super lightweight. They're really like, the wood almost feels hollow. You can see how the hairs are like sticking out everywhere. Like they're just really crappily made. So turning over to the back, you have like a smaller like paddle type brush, so like a concealer brush. You've got like a flat eyeshadow brush, and then you've got this really fat, like, did you see that? Did you see that? Like, see, look. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I haven't used this brush and there's crap coming out of it. That's another thing that I would say is like, what the fuck? Like when I first got these, like this one for instance, it was wrapped in the little sleeve. When I first got it, I went like this and shit came out of it. I was like, okay, what the hell? And then I called my friend like, hey, did you use my freaking brushes? And she's like, no, I got my own. What is that about? I don't know. Whatevs. And then you get like a 217 style brush. If you guys watched my last tutorial, you saw me use this. No, girl, no. Super lightweight again, sheds like freaking crazy. I am somebody that I cannot stand a shedding brush, because when I do not set my foundation until like the very last step. So if I'm like blushing or contouring or doing whatever the hell it is I do, and a hair gets on my face, my foundation still isn't like completely set to where it's like not sticky to the touch, but if shit gets on it, like a little itty bitty tiny hair, that shit's gonna stick to my face, and I don't like it. And then you gotta try to pick it off, and then you're moving your foundation everywhere when you're trying to pick it off with your nails. It's just, no, we're not going there. So this one is supposed to be like a 217 style brush, and it's like really flat. If you can see, let me put my, do the old hand trick so you can see. Oh, let's do it on my sweater. You can probably see it even better. See how it's like flatter? I don't know if that's a very good representation, but see how it's like kind of flat, and it's really stiff. And I thought, well, maybe I just need to wash it, you know, maybe it'll loosen up. I don't know. No, it's still like super stiff. It's still super stiff, and it's kind of scratchy, to be honest. Like it's not very soft at all. Nothing in comparison to the 217. So then you get this thing, which I'm not really sure like what I would use this for, maybe like under the brows. And to be like really honest with you guys, I've only used a very few number of these brushes. Like I've used this one, I've used this, I've used all the big ones except for the paddle one, obviously, because nobody uses that shit. I have used the spoolie, I've used this, but this kind of sucks too. And this is like, I wish you guys could feel it. It's so lightweight. Like it literally feels like nothing in your hand. Like they're just, I don't know. They're just not that great. And then you've got like a bunch of detail brushes. But the problem with these is that like this brush, this brush, this brush, like these brushes here are pretty much, these brushes here are pretty much like the same brush, except this one's a little bit longer. You could use them as lip brushes, concealer brushes. I'm not somebody that uses super detailed brushes though. Like I just don't use brushes like these unless I'm like concealing my brows or doing, and you guys know I don't use concealer, so I don't really use them to conceal. I have been using this one for like lower lash line just to get super, super close to the lash line, because when it gets product on it, it does kind of flatten out and go like straight for some odd reason. I don't know. But yeah, these, I just, maybe it's just because of me, because I just don't use super detailed brushes. If you guys have watched any of my tutorials, you know, I basically use like 3 brushes and that's it. But yeah, the spoolie is a spoolie. This I haven't even used, just because it's like just an eyebrow brush and I don't really use these kind. And the, let me see, this one I have used and I mean, it's okay. Like, let me pull out the ones that are worth a shit. So aside from, so these two, and then like these eyebrow brushes, or I mean these eye brushes are about the only brushes that I like in the whole set. Kind of regret getting it, but I was at work when she texted me and I didn't really have time for her to like take pictures of the sets. I did go online and like physically look at the sets, and I kind of wish I would have like been like, no girl, I don't want that shit, because the Pro Sable set looks way better than this one, and honestly the vegan set looks a lot better. And she was like, do you want a Sable set or a vegan set? I wish I would have got the vegan one, but I was just being a cheap bitch, because the vegan one was $50, this one was $35, but I didn't know what they were, so I didn't want to like shell out the $50 if I didn't know what the hell I was getting, you know. But yeah, so in my opinion, do I think this particular set is worth $35? No. I feel like you can order off of like BH Cosmetics or Crown, or what's the other one, like Coastal Scents, and their brushes like are a little bit better than these. I just feel like this particular set was not foamy, girl. I just don't understand like why these look so different from like say this one, because I was super excited. Like I really need a new like angle contour brush, because my Borghese one is just like on its last leg, and I wanted like a small dome brush. I need a new one because my Sephora one's on its last leg. I wanted these brushes. I was so excited to get them. Oh, this is another thing too. There's something in this, like a piece of glue in the hair. And like every time I went like this, I could feel it. I'm like, what the hell is that in there? It's like a drop of glue in it. I don't freaking know, but I am just not super satisfied with it. I don't know if maybe they take different stuff to shows, like their less quality stuff, to try to just get the shit out of there. But as far as this particular brush set goes, I am not happy about it. I freaking love the brush roll. So I guess like the $35 was worth getting the brush roll, because I've been looking for a brush roll. I've been looking for a brush roll to start like freelancing again. But yeah, I guess the brush roll I do like, and then like those 4 or 5 brushes I showed you guys I like. But when I buy a brush set, like I just expect to like all the brushes, and I can't, or what do I want to say? That's not always possible. I understand that, but at the same time, I wish I wouldn't have bought them. So basically, this is kind of like a review slash don't get that one. I would definitely suggest buying them individually, no matter what you buy. If you buy Morphe brushes, Crown brushes, Coastal Scents brushes, BH brushes, fucking Sigma brushes, whatever you buy, like, it's just, in my experience, I found it so much better and better quality just to buy the brushes individually. So I am going to be buying some Morphe brushes individually, and I will come back and tell you guys like what I think of the individual brushes. They must be good, because everybody and their mama's raving about them. So yeah, that is all I can think of to say about them. Sorry, it wasn't like, hey, these are bomb skis, $35 for 18 brushes. Yeah. Sorry, it's not. I didn't personally like them. Maybe if you're somebody that uses like more detail brush, you would like them. But again, like I said, there was shit coming out of it when I got it, and they have just shed like crazy. I've washed them, I've done everything. As a matter of fact, I was using the small one like for my powder today because I was like, let me just see. And it's still fucking shed everywhere. And I'm not talking like a hair here or there. Like, it's like all over your face. It's insane. Maybe I just got a bad batch. I don't freaking know, but I'm not impressed. So that is it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it wasn't a good one. I really wanted, when she told me about it, I really was like, hell yes, I can review these and, you know, show my people some shit they can get for cheap. But no, girl, not today. So sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching again. Like and subscribe if you're not, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.